Hey guys, Happy Splasher here. Good afternoon. So right now we're going to do another one of these Submit Your Squad videos. We have a submission from Nero Burning Man. Thank you very much. And here is the squad right here. You did make a request for us to do it through League. Currently we do not have any League spots available, but we will just do the Brawl and then maybe that'll suffice for now. Otherwise we'll have to probably make another video. So here is the squad right here. It looks, on first glance, well, actually, let's just take a look at the heroes first, and then we'll talk more about it. So we have the Grandma Reaper, we have the Necromaster Lich, the Aharn's God's Will, the Villanomad Genius, the Groot Silent Guardian, the Freddy Lord Terror, the Dominus Swarm King, and finally the Charn Soulcatcher. And let's just talk about the early thoughts about this squad. So it looks like there are a fair amount of Chaos heroes I see over here. And we do have multiple ways of clearing out heroes, so that's good. We have the Necromaster Lich with the damage happening from the Rotters dying. We have the Aharn's God's Will with the Phantom Attack. We have the Curse happening with the Freddy Lord of Terror. And we also have the Dominus Swarm King with some adjacent damage. I do see as well we have multiple ways to trigger off extra skills. So for example, the adjacent damage with the Charon with the extra attack runes. We could do some more negative attack with the Villanomad Genius, along with the extra attacks given to the Grandma Reaper, which allows her to create a copy. Most of these heroes are also non-order, so they will also get an attack boost as well. And then finally we have the Groot here just for some protection and also clearing out some threats. So yeah, we'll hop into battle and we'll see how this goes. Alright, so we'll start here with actually the Grandma Reaper on A1, getting some copies. We're looking to get a copy over here on a B1, but that is fine too. Okay, we next have this Alexandria here with a little bit of removing negative effects at the end of turn with the cleanse. I'm going to go with the Charon here on C3 in order to actually get us some extra attack runes for later. Okay, we were also hoping that we get some mental shield protection, but that is fine. We'll go next with our damage skill. And then we'll follow up next as well with the Dominus here on A3. It's kind of unfortunate that we have a lot of melee heroes at this point, but this is okay for now. We have the Frost Snow Queen with the ability to freeze one of our heroes. Let's go with the Villano here on B2. Giving us a little bit of a health boost to our heroes every time we end up attacking their warlord. Okay, we do have the Justia Law Goddess giving mist to some of our heroes whenever another one appears. We're going to go with the Soulbinders, and then we'll also follow with the Aharn's God's Will here on B1. We'll take advantage of our Soulbinders to look to clear out some heroes. And then another thing too is that because of they have a Phantom Attack, we'll actually be able to use its skill on the opponent's turn in order to trigger off the Soulbinders. We do have a couple more range heroes, so that's good, and we will have enough damage in order to clear these out. I'm actually going to... yeah, this is fine. Let's actually take advantage of the... we'll take advantage of the extra attack runes. And there we go. Ooh, got some event runes. Alright, let's keep going. Okay, so we are facing a Morgoth this time around. Same thing. We'll start once again with the Grandma on A1. And we did not get a copy in the spots we wanted to go, is either B1 here or C1. This is fine. We have the Madam Agony with the, let's see, some damage at the beginning of the turn to enemies with max health. We will want to look to clear this out because we don't want our heroes taking damage. We don't have anything for that right now, but we can go with the Groot here on D3. Okay, looks like our Grandma is cleared out by the Grace of Rock fleet. That is all right. We'll go with this damage skill over here, and then we'll also keep going for damage against the Warlord with the Freddy Lord of Terror. Okay, they have done their own damage skill as well. Okay, and this is nice. The Masora Windbreath here on C4 is actually marked with this Freddy skill. I want to do this in such a way that I actually only destroy either this Masora or this Masora, because this Masora here, all the Masoras will end up making copies of themselves. So if we can find a way to actually take advantage of that, that would be good. So we're going to go with the Dominus here on B3. Or at least clear out this Masora up top. Okay, and at this point, let's see. So there's 1, 2, only 2. That's okay. We'll go with our Soul Binders. And unfortunately, we won't have any spaces for the Freddy, but we will need to clear out all of these heroes, including this Yoster over here that silences our male heroes. And actually, all of these male heroes here, they will get silenced anyways, so that's actually not what we want to see, but yeah, it could still work. Let's go with the Aharon on A2 over here. So they did do their own Soul Binders. Okay, unfortunate we have to face their own Aharon as well. Let's see, wonder if we'll do this. You know, we'll go with the. Wonder if silencing is probably going to be better, because they themselves will also be able to phantom attack. But I wonder if this will work. Let's see, we got damage over there, damage there. I probably need to slow him down for one turn. Okay, so at this point now we're facing a second Yoster. We will look to clear out. Let's go with the Villain Nomad Genius here on A2. So Blind is clearing out both the Yosters, so that's really nice. Okay, another set of Masoras, that is okay. We'll go with the Grandma here on A1. Okay, we did get a copy, so that's good. And then we got 2 more copies and another attacker, and there we go. Okay, yeah, let's keep going. Okay, we are facing an Ogre this time around. We're going to start with the Charon here on C2, just to get some extra attack runes for the next couple of turns. Okay, we have the Dominus Swarm King with a health boost whenever he kills something, also that adjacent damage. We're going to stop him with the Groot Silent Guardian here on C3, so that way he doesn't keep on getting a health boost. Okay, at this point, we're going to go with the damage skill, and then we'll also follow up with the... we'll go with the Freddy next here on A3. Yeah. Okay, this is fine. They have the Shadow Shimuna here with the Eclipse Shard, and that Eclipse Shard can give the Shadow Shimuna Mental Shield. I'm going to take advantage of the extra attack rune here on E1, and then just give us a little bit of a health boost at the end. Alright, we did force the silence off of the Ogre, and then they have their own Villano, which is also fine. We'll go with the Soul Binders now. And then there's one more extra attack rune, which we will take advantage of. Let's go with the Aharon this time on A1. And the reason why we won't be the Aharon is because we will need the Phantom Attack in order to clear out some other heroes. Fortunately, they did have their own Groot, which ended up silencing our Aharon. We'll go with another Grandma here on A2. We're also looking to clear out these stones that ends up healing the Ogre. Okay, we have a little bit of freeze happening with the Miss Lappin. That is all right. We'll go with the Villain Nomad Genius here on B2, giving us a little bit of health boost to our heroes around every time we attack the Warlord. Okay, and at this point, it's a matter of dealing more damage. We'll go with the Freddy here on A3. Our male heroes are silenced because of the Yoster, but we do have just enough damage in order to go for the victory there. Okay, yeah, let's keep going. Okay, we are starting first. Let's go once again with the grandma here on A1. And we had 2 more chances in order to actually make more copies, and once again we did miss. Not what we wanted to see. Okay, we have the Strict the Fiery Heart. He has some additional damage for every hero that's on the board. Let's go with the Groot here on D3, just to stop his extra splash damage. Okay, we have our grandma being taken out. We'll go next with the damage skill, and then we'll also follow up with the Charon here on A3. I'm not too concerned about the Frost the Snow Queen because of her relatively low attack, and she will be destroyed by the damage skill on the next turn. Okay, in this case, with the Masaurus coming out, we'll go with the Freddy here on B3. Trying to put some curse on some non-chaos heroes, and then also with the ability to come back. We did see a silence, so that is good. At this point, let's see. We're going to go with our Soul Binders now, just to look to clear out this Yoster. Then we'll use our Villaino Mad Genius to summon here on B2. We don't need to use any of these extra attack runes until we see some more heroes to attack. And then it will also trigger off another Soul Binder. So in this case, we have the Haran here on A1. We'll see a little bit of heal happening, and that's alright. But more importantly, we got rid of the stones that help the warrior heal. Okay, at this point, we'll summon another range hero. As you can see, the Soul Binder is looking to clear out both the Shard and the Shadow Shimura. Okay, with the Yoster being destroyed by the Haran's Phantom attack, all of our male heroes are silenced. That is okay. Take advantage of the extra attack rune here on A2. Okay, we have the Void Jewel here, which will give Mental Shield to the Warlord. Fortunately, we do have the Groot to stop the Mental Shield from happening. And there we go. Okay, yeah, let's keep going. Okay, we are facing a Jimmy Rocker Boy this time. And they go with this Alexandria with the Life Palace in front of herself and the Silence skill. We'll go with, let's see, we'll go with the Charon here on E3, just to deal some damage over to the Warlord, and then once again set up for the extra attack roll. Okay. We do have this Griffius the Celestial with a little bit of block before any wounded hero attacks. Also deals some random damage to our heroes. Not quite what we want to see, but we will need to protect a little bit. So let's go with... let's actually go with the Necrolich here on C1. We're not dealing immediate damage, but we do have a little bit of a health boost at the end every time one of the enemies dies. Okay, at this point, we were going to mark these heroes for damage. And then, let's see here. We do need to gain a little bit of health, so we're going to do that. We're going to go with the... Villaino Mad Genius here on A1. And none of these heroes are actually destroyed. That's not helpful. Alright, let's see here. So this will be destroyed, this will be destroyed, and this will be destroyed. However, this Grace of Rockley will not. Well, we're going to make sure that this Grace doesn't end up getting her 7 extra attacks, so we'll go with the Groot Silent Guardian here on C3. And we're still going to be gaining health because our Villaino Mad Genius has not been silenced, as you can see here. Okay, at this point we will go with the Soul Binders in order to stop this Aharon. And then we'll also summon our own Aharon. And take advantage of the extra attack rune as well. And see our Charon being destroyed by the Phantom attack. Okay, and then finally our own Aharon clearing this out. Okay, we do see the Jimmy Rocker Boys with the Splash. Fortunately, we do have some more attackers, so we'll take advantage of that. Let's go with actually the Grandma Reaper on A2. So we can have some of our heroes gain attack boost at the end of the turn. You see the Phantom attack with the Soul Binders does clear out the Alexander who tried to attack. At this point, we don't have to summon, we'll just skip the turn. And there we go. All right, yeah, let's keep going. Ouch. And immediately we take 16. Okay, so we have the Strick over there again. We don't have anything for it right now. Probably will potentially be losing this battle, but we'll go actually with the Villanoma Genius here on C2. We'll give negative attack over to this hero, and then also give a little bit of boost to our other heroes. Whoa! Okay, let's see. This could work. We'll go with the Dominus here against the Mizu the Seafoam, which has the Water Elemental in front of herself. So not quite enough to destroy either one of these, but again, we're back to full health. That's good. Okay, at this point, we are going to go with the damage skill. And then also... don't have anything quite yet for any of these heroes. Let's go with the... thinking about this. Let's go with the Charn here on A3. We'll get some extra attack runes, which we'll need for later. Also, because this Charn did turn into a building, it's actually not going to get affected by the damage skill over here. Okay, let's see here. What else can we do? We'll go next with the... let's actually go next with the Grandma here on A3, or A1 rather. Okay, we have a lot of freeze going on here. That's not what we want to see. At this point, we're going to go with our Soul Binders. We'll see a little bit of attack steal, and that's okay. And then we'll go with the Aharon here on E1. Try and trigger off some of the Soul Binders in order to clear out some heroes. Okay, we did force the Soul Binders here. We have our Phantom attack clearing out the Yoster, but having our hero silenced. We'll go with the... let's actually go with the Necrolich here on C2. Taking advantage of the extra attack rune again. And we did, more importantly, clear out their Soul Binders, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. We have a whole line of Masaurs, which can easily be taken care of as well. And we also, with this Grandma here on D1, give some attack boost as well. Okay, at this point, we don't need to worry about the Shadow Shimon anymore, and we should have lethal. We do have these freeze runes in the way, but that shouldn't be a concern. Let's go with another range hero just to be safe. And there we go. Okay, I think one more ought to do it, as it's getting pretty good so far. Pretty good. All right, so we are starting first this time. Let's go with the Dominus here on C3. Looking to clear out these buildings with the adjacent damage, and then also getting the early health boost. Okay, they have the Deadlord here on C4 with the transforming our melee hero into a zombie. We'll go with the Grandma here on A1. And we did miss the copy again, but at least we do have a blocker against the Deadlord. We also have this Regardus Diplius here with a zombie in front of himself, and then also the ability to silence. We'll go with our damage skill, and that should pretty much clear out all of these heroes. Go next also with the Freddy here on A3, just for some damage. A little strong zombies, but that's okay. Okay, we did force a silence, so that is good. We'll go with the... against this Chupacabras with some vampirism damage and some negative attack to our older heroes. We're going to go with the Groot Silent Guardian here on A3, just to silence him. Okay, we're running a little low on health, but that's fine. We'll go with the Soulbinders now. We do also have this Kabos Wasteland Lord, which is giving block to the Warlord. And we'll go with the Aharon here on D2. Clearing out these heroes.
Yeah.
Okay, we have another Shadow Shimuna. We're going to go with the Villanomad Genius here on B2, so we can give these heroes a health boost once War Heroes attack. Also give us a health boost back to our Warlord. Okay, at this point, we're going to go with the... We're actually going to go with the Charn here on C2. I did want to get rid of that attack rune so we can have more spaces for extra attack runes. Okay, another Kabos. We're going to go with the Groot once again to silence the Kabos, so that way we won't see that vampirism damage happen. And there we go. Alright, well, we're going to actually head back to the squad a little earlier than normal and just give some thoughts about this squad. It is very good. I did not lose a single battle, and every one of the heroes seemed to have been used. Probably, Necrolich doesn't come out as often, but that's probably just because he's not the strongest of attackers here. The Freddy also does come out every once in a while, but because of the Soulbinders coming out, that actually blocks the melee spots where he would usually show up. Other than that, everything else seems to work pretty well. We have a little Chaos Synergy, we have a little bit of attack boost, we have the Phantom attacks coming out with the Soulbinders, so that helps out a lot. The Villaino keeps us alive long enough in order to actually have some Soulbinders, and then also some range heroes available. And then the extra attack runes from the Charn help out in order to trigger off the Soulbinders. So yeah, pretty impressed with this squad. I like it a lot. So once again, thank you, Necro Burning Man, for the squad submission, and we will see you guys later. This is Happy Splasher, signing off.